What's up, guys?
Hey!
We are in Texas.
Yeah,
we are here, all right?
baby.
We got a bunch of updates. We're getting the rig together one bit at a time. There's been a lot of COVID-related delays, but, you know, that's neither here nor there. In the meantime, what can we do? If we can't sim race, you know, if I can't be his co-driver and stuff, what do? We start going to car shows. And let me tell you, in Texas, how many car shows are there a weekend?
Oh boy, probably 8 or 9.
There's probably 8 or 9 a weekend or something. So we were like, you know what? Let's start going to some of these car shows. And that gave us an idea for a new segment, which we're calling Car Show Highlights.
Car show highlights.
That glorious voice you heard
Me.
was Sam. Was indeed
me.
Sam's. Car Show Highlights. You did good. He's got a good voice. So we're gonna be doing this on a regular basis.
Yes.
And you know, there's so many cars here. Like, there's so many cool cars here. Like, in Pennsylvania, we could barely see a McLaren. We could barely see a Lamborghini. If we saw it, we'd call one of our friends and say, "Hey, did you see that? Did you see that McLaren? You know, who owns it?" And here, at one car show, we'll see 12, 15 McLarens. Yeah. We'll see 25, 30 Lamborghinis. And you just meet up there in the morning, 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, and then everybody's gone by like 9:30. Yeah. It's amazing. Like, and so many cool cars, really quick. You just go take a look, talk to everybody, and then just jet. And it's awesome. It's been really good. Yeah. So we're definitely going to do a lot of these because there's just so much cool stuff to see.
Yes.
But we had one very special car recently that neither of us knew about. No. We didn't know about this car that we wanted to highlight for the first episode here. I know Lexus. I can see I can see the logo, and I know a Lexus, but I did not know this car. Why don't you give it to him? Give it to him. Tell him what we found. This is a rare car. Some of you may not know about it. We didn't know about it. So, if you did, you're probably more of a car guy. But, give it to him, Sam. Give it to him.
We found the Lexus LFA.
Yes, the Lexus LFA. Only 500 in the entire world, I think. Not even in the country, right? In the entire world.
Entire world.
Entire world. Yeah. And this thing was sweet. And Sam's doing some research. He did some research. He's got his notes. He wants to give me like a pop quiz to see. I looked up a little bit. I don't know a lot, but I looked up a little bit. He's going to try to stump me. So you're going to learn about the Lexus LFA.
Yes.
And I'm going to learn about it. And I'm probably going to get stumped. Question number 1. Let's do this.
What is it? Is it a...
What is it? It's a car. Yes!
It's a car!
Question 1 nailed.
It's a V what?
A V what? I know this. I saw it. It's a V10, baby.
Correct.
Woo!
Yes.
Yes. It's a V10. Awesome.
In percentages, how much of it is carbon fiber?
How much of the V10?
No, how much of the whole car
The whole car.
Fiber?
I read something about this or heard this. I would say 60%.
65.
65? Oh, it's 65.
It's 65, yeah.
Of the whole car is carbon.
The whole car is 65.
It's more than half carbon fiber. Like everything put together.
Yes.
Including the engine and everything.
Well, I don't think the engine is carbon fiber.
including like is it the weight of the car?
Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah. That's crazy.
It is. It's really crazy.
Man, that's like, it only weighs, I know what it weighs. I looked that up. So if you're looking that up, it's 3,300 pounds.
Yes.
And so it's 3,300 pounds, but that's with all that carbon fiber. That means the rest is engine. And if it's got a V10, that engine weighs a lot,
Yeah, but it does weigh as much as a V6.
Oh, the V10 does.
The V10 weighs as much as a V6.
So it weighs as much as a normal V6.
Yes.
That's crazy. That's awesome. So they cut weight. Yeah, they cut weight in a lot of areas. Yeah. All right. Okay, let's keep it going. Let's
see.
This Lexus LFA. It was a beautiful car too. It was like a deep blue kind of
I have a feeling
color.
I'm gonna stump you with this.
Okay. All right. Let's do this. Let's do it.
What is the code name for the Lexus LFA?
The code name for the Lexus LFA.
It has a code name.
It has a code name. Yeah. How about the Leggy Firecracker Aardvark? I don't know. What is it?
It's TXS.
TXS.
Is the code name.
Oh, I thought you were saying the LFA stood for something. Okay, TXS. No. What's the code name?
TXS.
TXS. Well, what does it mean?
I don't know. It just said TXS. It just said the code name was TXS.
That's got to stand for something.
I don't know. It just says it. And when I was reading it, just said it.
Okay. I'll believe you. Listen, if you know what TXS stands for in the LFA, put it down below. We obviously need to know.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. All right, keep it That's hilarious. All right, keep it coming.
What does LFA stand for?
LFA stands for Lexus. Wait. No, I read this. Fuji, like the racetrack.
So
Lexus Fuji automobile. I don't know.
No.
What is it?
You got Lexus and Fuji right, but it was Apex.
Lexus Fuji.
Not automobile.
Okay.
Apex.
Like the peak, the apex.
Yes.
Nice. Okay. Awesome.
Okay, how many buff horses does it have?
How many James pumps does it have? Let's say, I can't remember. I know it's over 500, but it's like, let's say 520.
553 pounds.
553. All right.
Yes.
They kept it fairly moderate.
Yeah.
They kept it fairly moderate. Yeah, like they didn't it's a, which is nice because it's super fast. Well, what's the torque? What's the torque on it?
That's another question.
Okay,
what
give it to me.
What do you think the torque is?
I don't know, like 250, 400,
354.
250, in between 250 and 400.
354.
Okay, so it's fairly torquey.
Yeah.
But, the thing about it is, like, so this car, like, there's insane numbers that people will get. And, it probably would get beat by, a lot of other, what you'd consider supercars.
Yes.
But the thing about this car, and this is what we noticed when we were there, is that thing sounds, I mean, as close to an F1 car, kind of. Like that. It sounds so good, and we've got a clip of that. It's very quick. She just like kind of revved it a little bit, and that kid that got to ride in the car, I was like, come on, man, you gotta get Sam up there. We'll get to know them.
Arguably, it is one of the best sounding cars
I think,
ever.
Yeah. And, we'll show you the clip. It's short, but you'll get a little taste for it.
Right after I stopped recording.
I know. Oh, that sounds amazing. What do you think of the way that sounds, Sam?
Amazing.
It's awesome. That's awesome. That was a short clip that we got. There was another time that we missed filming it, but she took off.
Too distracted watching it.
I know. Yeah, that's right. I forgot to get my phone out. But like there was a strip that people go down and then they turn around to leave the car show. Mm-hmm. So she went down that strip and then went back the other way, and we got to hear it like where she was kind of getting after it a little bit. That car sounded awesome. I mean, it's. I'll tell you what. If nothing else, just for the sound of that car, it's amazing. It's amazing. Yeah. And it's so rare, too. Like, it's so cool to see it because 500... So it started production in what year? What year did it start? I can't remember.
2006.
2006 or 2010?
Well, the first model of it came out in 2006.
It came out in 2006, but I thought they started production in 2010.
They were, like, showing it at like a show. I forget what the show is called, but they were showing it at a show. Like,
so that was like when it was like a concept. Like, okay, gotcha. So the concept was there in 2006. And listen, guys, if any of this is wrong, just let us know. Whatever. Yeah. We're just having fun learning about cars.
Wikipedia.
Like, yeah, that's right. If something's wrong, let us know in the comments. Whatever. Yeah. But okay, so 2010, then it went in production.
Yes.
And between 2010 and 2012, I read this that there was only 500 created. So we saw one.
Sell.
One of them didn't sell.
Only one.
Okay, which one?
Probably in a junkyard somewhere.
Oh, no, they're probably keeping it. The company's probably keeping it or something. Was that the Nürburgring model? There was a Nürburgring model that was made.
No, this is out of just the regular cars.
Okay, out of the regular car. But I think that was the last one that they made was the Nürburgring package or something like that. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Oh, now, so I've got a trivia question for you, Sam.
Oh, okay.
All right. This car was in, and I don't think you've even seen all these, but which number Fast and Furious was this car in? It was in one of them very quickly at the end. And which one?
The LFA?
Yes. It was
I've only
featured.
seen one. And it
So
was
think about the year it came out.
7.
Yeah, but think about the year it came out. You've seen like clips from the other ones.
No, I haven't.
But it did, it can't be like the first one because the LFA wasn't even
right,
out.
yeah.
So think about it. What do you guess?
In which movie was it?
Which movie? Which number movie?
The
You gotta
7th
just
one.
guess. You gotta just guess.
4.
Close.
3?
It's 5.
Oh, 5.
It's the 5th one. Fast 5, I think it's called.
Oh.
So it's at the very end. Yeah. It's I can't remember the guy's name, but it's the actor who has that really cool white 240Z. And we'll put a picture up of that now.
Okay.
That's a really cool build too. If you guys ever get to look at the video on that, like his build, it's awesome. And I mean, just it's a beautiful car and amazing. I think he engine swapped. Like it's not. I think it's an RB32, which is in a Skyline. I think he took a Skyline engine, but because that 240Z was naturally aspirated, he took off the turbo and made it. I think they modified that engine to be a naturally aspirated engine to kind of fit with the theme. Anyways, he's there at the end of the movie, and Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman, is there in the car with him, and I think she's on his lap or whatever. And they're leaving, and they're like, "Where do you want to go?" It's like, "We can go anywhere," or something like that, And we can do anything in our LFA. We can go anywhere. We have the rarest car. Or so anyways, but yeah, so there you go. There's a little bit of trivia for you that you might not have known.
Yes.
And there's so many more cars to come. We're going to be going to a bunch of different things. Look up stuff on the LFA. Check it out. It's one of those cars that's like sort of under the radar. And you wouldn't, if you see it in person, it's not really even, it doesn't stand out that much. Like you see it, it's very sleek looking, very, I think it looks better in person than it does in pictures.
Yes.
In pictures, it's like, but in person, it looks really good. The lines are really nice. And man, that thing sounds amazing. I mean, just for the sound alone, it could look like a jalopy, nasty piece of crap. And I'd be like, that thing sounds amazing. It's really, really good. I mean, am I right?
Yes, it is. It is.
Yeah. So there you go. There's our first car show highlights. Everybody check out the Lexus LFA. It's got a really cool story. And I'm sure there's tons that we don't know about yet and that we haven't covered. So this was Car Show Highlights, Episode 1. More to come. Am I right? Good job doing the research.
Thank you.
I mean, if we do this enough, you're gonna learn. You're gonna know everything about every car.
Yeah.
Or at least trivia. You're gonna have
Like,
trivia.
this is this. This is this.
Yeah. You'll be like a car trivia master.
Stevepedia Jr.
Oh, Uncle Steve's gonna be featured on this channel soon,
Yes.
guys. It's coming. We call him Stevepedia for a reason because he is chock full of info.
Oh,
Car
yeah.
info.